It's that time again. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all Bitcoining to your heart's content and having excellent time trading or doing whatever you're doing. So, what is happening on the markets right now? Bitcoin is set up very nicely. Excuse me. For a trending day on the VEPS, because the central daily range on Bitcoin is quite tight, at around 0.03% of the asset's value. So it's super tight, and we've had some nice trending moves already, even on the 15-minute. And it already found, made a nice move down, and then found buy pressure, at least when I was last looking at it, at the first buy level on the VRE, below the bottom of the central daily range. And overall, the day is set up for some nice scalps, probably more of them before the end of the day. More importantly, it looks like if this week can finish off today in in an area that remains above the daily reverse fissure line, that will be excellent for the new week. If it can do that and also remain above the rising power mean on the daily, that will be fantastic. We're still within a 0 to 4 candle range from the last intersect of that power mean, the 30 power mean smoothing length 10, and the RMLR that it ran into a couple days ago. Yes, that was on Friday, and yes, we had very nice moves on Friday relative to on Thursday, actually, and Friday. So we had nice moves already, but it is entirely possible that Monday we'll see more nice moves fall within that range of the 0 to 4 candles. And obviously on lower time frames, we've also had some nice intersects and some nice moves there, like on the 4 hour, for example. And we've had nice mean reversions. All in all, the VEPS has been basically indicating very clearly what's happening with the asset. Moreover, we have setup that's coming in for the new month, not yet printed, but it looks like if this week ends well and the new week starts well, Monday will be the last trading day of the month. Tuesday will be the first day of the new month of October. And don't pay attention to all the hype, all the FUD and the FOMO and all that stuff. Oh, it's going to go to 0. Oh, it's going to go to the moon. Just keep trading low time frame, volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics, because that is where you're most likely to find stacking gains over time is more in your favor, right? And trying to catch that one move. If you just try to catch that one move, you're not likely to get significant gains over time. You're likely to get wrecked, because if you try to catch that one move, you're likely to stay in it too long and lose your profits when the asset turns around on you, because you'll be too emotionally invested in your trade. So rather than being emotionally attached to your trades, just take your profits early and often, limit your loss, and don't be emotionally attached to your trades. In fact, if you are trading an asset that you care emotionally too much about as a trader, you probably should not be trading it, right? Like, you can like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin. It's great and all. But when it comes to trading, I just view it as another asset. Like, I have zero emotional attachment, right? If it hits a target that I'm in a trade with, I just take my profit. I don't care if it runs up even further. I don't care if it goes to the moon and I missed it. I don't care. If I hit my target, I take my profit and it goes to the moon. Well, guess what? Then my Bitcoin bag is worth more, even without having to trade it. Right? Yeah, could I have made more on the trade? Sure. But do I care about that? No. Why? Because if I stay in the trade beyond when the indications say to get out of the trade, then I'm putting that gain at risk because it's volatile. So you can see how quickly, if you look at like the 1 minute even, you can see how quickly those trades can turn around on you. Right? It could be extremely quick. You could have a 3% move in a minute. Right? If you're leveraged, God, hope you're not leveraged, but if you are leveraged, use that leverage extremely carefully. And like, I would never, putting it like 30, 50, 100x or whatever is insane. Okay. Ideally, you want to use no leverage. If you're going to use any leverage, the next best thing is to use extremely low amounts of leverage so that you don't add to your risk. Because what is adding leverage going to do? It's going to basically bring your liquidation point closer to your entry point. And the more leverage you add, the closer that liquidation point is, which just means that you're going to be increasing your risk for potential gains rather than decreasing your risk for the potential gains you might make. And yes, there might be lower gains with less leverage or no leverage, but over time those gains stack up. Right? And once you don't need leverage, once you can have one or more Bitcoin on the line or any asset that you're trading without leverage, then you don't really have to worry about having leverage at all. Using artificial leverage, which is what the exchange is giving you. They're giving you artificial leverage basically because they know most people are going to use it too much and they're going to get wrecked. And that's how they make their money. As opposed to if you just do it slow and steady and take your profits quickly, over time, you're going to be much more probable to stack gains. So this month, has proven to be so far quite good to the downside and the upside. Right from the start of the month, it went down at the downside for about a week, and then it popped up very nicely over the last few weeks from around the 7th or 8th. And so far has delivered quite a nice return. Is October going to do as well? Maybe, maybe not. Is there a lot of FUD and FOMO out there saying, "Oh, it's going to be huge, it's the best month for Bitcoin"? Yeah, there's a lot of that. Does it mean it has to be the best month for Bitcoin? No, it actually doesn't mean that at all. Right? It could be a great month, or it could be just another regular month of decent but not amazing gains. And I would say, given that we know that the last 6 months, now almost 7 months, since the middle of March, have been basically a time of shaking out weak hands and taking away as much crypto as possible from those weak hands, it's entirely probable that we're not just going to see it shoot to the moon straight at the beginning of October. What we're going to see most likely is a little bit more shaking out, and sometime around maybe after a week or two, you're going to start to see possibly a move to the upside after most people have said, forget it, it's not working, it's not doing what we thought it would do. And you're going to see a lot of that, a lot of FUD, a lot of panic. Once that panic ends, it'll end after the smart money has already placed their longs, right, or their shorts if it's going to go to the downside. But anyway, trade low time frame volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. And if you want to learn how to do that, just go to alphatradinghq.com/discord and request your free volatility starter pack of indicators, and you get all the educational information you need, as well as the actual indicators and a chart that you can use on TradingView. And you can join the chats with other VEPS traders, and you can also join the live stream, which happen Monday through Friday. They start at 9 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and I think you'll be very glad if you do. All right, guys, until next time, happy trading.